So, hello everyone and welcome back to some more of the Disco Elysium. Before we head into the church, I just wanted to have a peek into here. We have a couple of new, of course, quests as well. The ravers to start the nightclub, of course, and then get Azela to talk about her associates, but I'm not sure how I'm gonna do that, considering she refused to talk about them already. Yeah, maybe. That's what I was thinking, that maybe that would help. And then I have to say, this is a really cool looking map. I don't often go and visit in this spot, but it's really cool looking. That's kind of weird though, how that looks almost like an egg. But after all, here's the church, then that one building over there, those areas. Can't see very much on there otherwise, but there's of course then the statue and all. It's very cool looking one though. Then I wanted to just have a peek on what other quests or tasks we had that we could try to do. The one that I especially would like to go and do, which I would like to maybe use our level up point for specifically, is the one in the commercial building with from the tasks. Not that one, but investigate doomed commercial building. That one. To be able to shout loud enough into that goddamn chimney, I would love to be able to do that. Would have to just have a check where it even was, because I cannot say I remember. So all of these I guess we could try to do right now, which are already white, and these ones we would need to erase stats before we could hope to do that, and some of them are at least gone. Like Gary the Crypto Fascist is definitely gone. So those are white, are available to try now. Yes, all of these are available right at this very moment. Good question though, which ones I should try to do, or what to increase exactly. Let's see, barrel, measure head. Mirror is not of course possible because I would need to upgrade our interfacing, which is also a good one, definitely. Shelf of crime novels, reaction speed, interesting. Didn't remember that one. But there is a lot of stuff after all, just a lot of goddamn stuff. Ceiling fan, I'm never gonna get my tie. Okay. But what about the one that I'm thinking about? Man from Chelman series. I can't see it from here easily actually. I wish that I could, at least I don't notice it yet. Watered drawer, but that's again in that location there. Then just ceiling. Right, that stuff. Ice cream maker of course could be cool too, but not happening. Bar door, Gaston Martin. The net picker. Yeah, but that's we needed the location for her. Anyways, well, I can't see where or what exactly it required for me to try to yell into that location, because I don't remember it from memory. Well, let's go to the church first. Maybe I'll go and quickly check the other place then afterwards, but let's go to the church first. This is where I wanted to go. Oh yeah, and one thing that I forgot to mention indeed, that there's 3 different setups for how much would be talked. The one that we had last time, which is full, that everything will be set. I'm trying the psychological one now, so I assume that we'll be still reading what we think, at least. Maybe what everyone else says, but it at least won't be reading these sort of things. I think, like, it was a little bit too much that it said everything, at least to me. Like, I might like it with some books, but not with this sort of stuff, at least. So was gone for a little bit, just because of the reason that indeed there was a little bit extra noise from the outside, and I forgot that I had the balcony door open, so had to go and close that. But okay, let's go. Open the padlock with the key. Obviously enough, no need to read it. The lock turns easily. You hear a click as the shackle pops open. Now this is just...
Let's go.
This is the question. Will he talk? He did talk, but I don't know why there's such a long pause. It's not like there's text before that would cause him to take as long of a pause, but who knows. The lieutenant nods at you. Pull on the doors. A great whoosh of air rushes into the dark innards of the church, as though rushing to fill a great vacuum in the heart of the city. Let's go and see what is inside here. What's gonna lie inside in wait? Ooh, that's a cool looking painting. Immediately we think. A strange stillness fills you as you look ahead. You should walk here, not run. Alright, I shall not run. Interesting how there's a broken spot there though. Nice music. This grotesque wooden figure looks half finished. Feels like it's trying to become one with the church. I feel that I can't then run because it was specifically saying that we shouldn't run, you know? More of the forked lightning pattern you saw outside. Interesting. What's this then? The blackboard is filled with complex equations. They look recent. Interesting. A prayer book has been left open. The bowl is filled with water. A live fire runs directly into it. That sounds dangerous. Perception, hearing. The silence in this part of the church is almost palpable. All the shifting matter and shuffling of living things is gone. Nothing seems to exist beyond the church anymore. Maybe if you were to stand in just the right spot, even your footsteps would be completely silent. Wait, I think I still hear something though. And then it's gone. Almost all of it. But for the faintest of hums. Yeah, everything went silent, that's for sure. You are correct, perception. It seems that sound here is detached from its source somehow, if not plotted out outright. Truly unusual. It is really unusual. You can hardly hear your own breathing. Which one do I wanna do? I think I already stomped enough outside, so I shall just yell as loud as I can. Your voice is barely audible, not a howl, but the softest of whimpers. Wow. It's unnerving. Well, let's try to stomp your feet and clap your hands. You produce a few muffled hums, after which the silence feels even more total, somehow. Turn to Kim. What's happening? Kim, help me. I'm lost. The lieutenant points to his ears and shakes his head. Then he leans closer. Yeah, he can't hear us either, at all.
Can you hear anything?
Not really, but it is extraordinary. I've never experienced anything like this.
I wonder why the church was built with such strange acoustics.
Indeed, this is extremely strange, but also very, indeed, fascinating. His detached tone conceals how uncomfortable he is. Well, definitely understandable. Whatever it is, it's definitely real. Something odd is happening around us, that's for sure. No matter if it's paranatural or not. The lieutenant doesn't reply, but you can sense him tense up next to you. Look up into the bell tower. The orderly rows of ceiling panels become barely visible, then disappear completely in the darkness of the tower overhead. Well, we might be able to succeed because our perception is actually nowadays pretty good. Well, I do want to know if I can. Ooh, 97% chance. That's amazing. Please don't fail. It is still possible to fail after all, so just please don't. Yes. Let's see what's up. It's really nice to be able to get this far away and see the place better. And that is such a cool looking painting. Or drawing. What would be another good word? Kind of reminds me of some of the olden temples, or, well, not temple, churches and all that, with Michelangelo's paintings and all in the walls and ceilings and everything. It's like there's something moving up there. A shadow has emerged from the tower and it is making its way towards you through all the other shadows. Well, there was supposed to be a crabman here, so follow the shadow's movements. It's not a shadow anymore, becoming more substantial as it gets closer. The shape of an animal descends. I want to see where it is. I'm trying to look. Can I actually see it? Maybe we can see it soon.
Officer, is there something up there?
Ooh, he's even a little bit worried. The lieutenant follows your gaze, attempting to see whatever it is that you are seeing. Oh no, you've lost sight of it. Where did it go? Prepare for an attack. Oh dear, on the ceiling. Yes, the darkness makes the ceiling feel infinitely far away. Blink! There it is. Tiako. You see something hanging from the rafters, looking straight at you with dark eyes. It looks like a statue in this. Maybe it's possible to talk to it? Let's hope. Let's see. Maybe it can be. Hello? Sir? Tiako. Is that a man? A man made of the same stuff as the carpentry of the building. He is studying you intently. Reaction speed easy success at least. The crab man! It is the so to speak crab man for sure. Say nothing, be quiet for now. The man leans forward a little, fixing you with a steady, unreadable gaze, then speaks.
Habitual alcohol use has made you into a scared little pussy, Holmes. But don't worry, everything's gonna be alright. You come to the right place.
I wouldn't have expected those sort of words, but yeah, well, you're so talented just climbing around in this place, hey? That's all, man. You're just quite something. Sorry that I'm scared. Scared man. The right place for what, though?
Here you can receive the mother's love. And when you're ready, she will take your hand and lift you out of the despair at the bottom of that bottle.
Well, that would be nice.
This man is obviously a habitual narcotics user. Do we really need to question him?
The lieutenant whispers to you quietly. So, narcotics really do give superpowers then. I'm put off by this religious stuff he thinks, and maybe the ceiling climbing too. It's all very hard to square with the lieutenant's own view of reality. Hey, and what was that about the bottle again? You haven't even drank that much lately. Lay off it already. Jeez. Oh, hell no. Run away. Completely just dying. No alcohol use and oh, hell no. Yeah, I guess I have a bit of a problem and it's been getting out of hand lately, but...
Está crudo, way. I see deep inside you. Your body and your spirit are suffering greatly from overindulgence. And you don't even know it.
Well, I already quit drinking though. I did it. My volition is good enough. I can stop drinking now. I don't know what changed in me, but I'm better banned now than I was before. I was able to stop. So original. Oh, I'm very in touch with my suffering.
Not all of it. I was like you once. You don't know all the havoc El Vino is wrecking on your mind and your spirit. Necesita parar, homie.
Wow.
You know, actually, since we're here, you may want to pay attention to what the ceiling climber is saying.
I know, Kim. I already made the choice not to drink. I haven't done it. It was more relevant before, yes. If the lieutenant agrees, then maybe, just maybe, you should pay attention. Question mark, maybe. Look at these crazies. What is this fucking intervention? Well, yeah, a little bit. What is this? Central to my identity. Meh. I wouldn't be me if I wouldn't drink. Totally. For some reason, I feel like you have a point there.
Don't trust me. Trust the mother. I'm only the messenger, Holmes.
His voice echoes in the gold air of the church.
This is the Church of the Mother of Silence. You are welcome here.
He sways gently on the beams, waiting for you to take it all in. The problem is, if there's the Mother of Silence, then I assume you wouldn't want a clubhouse here. From the youngsters. Because they would want to have some music, so... This Mother of Silence sounds like a serious player. You might want to be careful until you find out what you're dealing with. But yeah, at least thus far I'm pretty satisfied with this talking, as in I can still talk all of these things, most of them, but then that this guy, for example, is talking everything of his own lines. Like, that's the best case scenario, if all of these characters will talk their own lines, although you will be missing out on my amazing voice acting, which isn't really that amazing, but it is something, I guess. But yeah, reading everything would be too much, or having all of it voice lined. Then I wouldn't be able to talk at all, and what sort of a let's play is that? Just listening all day long. This Mother of Silence sounds like a serious player. You might want to be careful until you find out what you're dealing with. Indeed, that does sound like a good idea. Well, there was supposed to be the other, like a lady or something in here after all, so I guess there is indeed that person too, besides this guy. Do you know where the other spooker is? Point at the strange machines around you.
Other spooker? Oh, esa viejita es muy estudiosa. Don't know, Holmes.
Alright. Wait, so there is another person living in the church and it's the viejita?
No. I just call her viejita because of her clothes. She's actually quite young. Or maybe not that young. Age is just one of the many masks we wear.
I guess. Reactions be trivial. Wait, what if it is Ruby? It's possible, but unlikely, I think.
Did it ever seem to you like she was hiding here from something?
The lieutenant seems to be thinking the same. He takes out his little notebook.
You mean like a fugitive?
He glances at the abandoned radio computer on the other side of the nave, pulsing with light. Then he shakes his head.
No, man. Quite the opposite. I don't think she cared much about authority or anything else for that matter. Maybe only about her machines.
I see.
The
And where is she now?
lieutenant seems content with that answer.
I told you, Holmes. I don't know.
How can you not know that when you both live here?
Don't really follow her comings and goings. Just see her typing on her computer now and then. We got different interests.
Maybe youngsters could fit here too then. I don't know. So you've got nothing else to tell me. How she looks, what she does, who she is.
I'm afraid not, Essay. You just have to wait until she comes back, or...
He shrugs. Or search through her radio computer. So, you must be the crab man, right?
Never known myself to be a crab. But if that's the name you got for me, I won't stop you from using it.
Hey, it's your neighbors who came up with this name, not me.
I always thought of myself more like a flame, flickering along the rafters and beams. It may be that I gotta work on my technique.
Maybe you do. He considers this for a moment. That's not the only technique he's working on. Look at those carved sculptures. And is that a satchel of tools over there? Interesting indeed. Wait, did you also carve all those sculptures? Point at the nearest pillar.
Sure am. Whittling wood used to be something I just did to busy my hands.
Ooh.
Now I use those same hands in service of something greater than my own restlessness.
Gotcha. Curves. No, not gonna say that. That's just... yeah. Rap your shin. You've got some nice curves going there with those pillars.
It's all just for the mother, man. No need to overthink it.
So, what were you before you became a crab man and a wood carver?
I was in a gangway, but my memories of that time are fading. Most of them are already gone.
Maybe that's a good thing. Doesn't seem like those would probably be that good memories when you had been in a gang. Yeah, everyone losing memories. Convenient. Sure, might be, but I definitely rather mention about my memory or maybe the top one, but... I think this is okay, because we have changed a lot, and I think for a better, more than not. I lost my memory too, but I like it. It's like I get to create a full new me, start again from scratch.
That's not really the point, I say. You gotta give yourself over to service. Service of the mother, that is.
I don't know that everyone can go and serve the same mother.
Do you remember your name, sir?
The lieutenant is not particularly interested in this information. He's just trying to assert some control over the conversation.
Tiago's my name, but those syllables don't mean much to me these days. A name isn't just your identity, but also, so to speak,
Yes?
your place amongst your fellows, your place in the world. I ain't got no use for such a place anymore.
Would be strange to be extending our hand in greeting when he's all the way on top there. We're like expecting him to come all the way down for that. My name is Harriet Du Bois, and my place is in the world is in this place in the world is Lieutenant W. Fitter.
That's just the thing, Holmes. None of that matters.
He sounds melancholy saying this, his limbs a mere shadow below the ceiling. So what are you doing here, Tiago?
This is a special place. There's a perforation in the world up there, a way out into nothingness. This church was built around it for purposes of veneration.
He nods towards the ceiling.
I circled it, nurtured by the silence bestowed by the mother. One of these days, I'll be pure enough to go drink from it directly.
Who is this Mother of Silence you keep talking about?
Oh, that's no simple question, Ese. She is one who can be painted or sculpted.
Okay.
She is a cavity in the dark beyond sense. She saved me, but I couldn't describe her to you. No one can, Holmes, and no one ever will.
So, more of a indeed religious person, as a little bit like a goddess, to some degree at least. The Mother. What will happen once you drink from this perforation?
I will be incinerated, but not destroyed. Finally, I won with the state of the world before reality began.
Okay. You sure you didn't just switch one truck for another? Nah. Um. How did you ever find this place, this church? Did the silent Mother lead you here?
Hard to say. I think I did some construction work here, back when I still had material worries. Up there, I realized what the true purpose of the church was.
Okay.
Been spending a lot of time here ever since. The past is nothing to me now, eh? It didn't belong to me.
I still don't understand what you're doing in this church.
I'm a seraph, Holmes. I sing the mother's glory.
It doesn't really make sense for you to sing if she's the Mother of Silence, though.
I don't mean literal singing, Holmes. This is the mother of silence we're talking about. It's the singing of a burning heart. You may be thinking, but fire crackles. No, Holmes. That's the material that's burning. The flames themselves are without sound.
I guess. Maybe. I try to think about it in reality now, but it's difficult to separate a flame from the materials because flames require materials to burn. Otherwise, there's no flames. If there's nothing that can burn, then there's not gonna be flames. Even if flames themselves wouldn't make a sound, but on the other hand, they couldn't exist without making that sound when they are burning. So complicated. Anyways, you sure you didn't just switch one truck for another?
It's not like that at all, man. It's just faith and joyful service.
Fate is kind of a truck. It is, in some sort of a way.
I heard that before, Way. And I know I can't convince you on the spot. But think, when's the last time you woke up from silent communion with a hangover, regretting what you did last night?
Sure, maybe you wouldn't be doing such a thing, that's true. But on the other hand, have we actually ever walked away from a hangover regretting it completely? I don't know. That's a complicated question. Have we? There are trucks darker than alcohol circling your system. Certainly indeed. I think love might have been my truck of choice, and I think I'm still hungover from it.
She took you for a good spin, huh? Don't worry, bro. That love is but a drop compared to the ocean of the mother's love.
Well, good for you. He looks at you gravely.
The mother will eat all of you and never spit you out.
I don't know if I want to be eaten by a mother. By my mother. So, that's like... I guess it's nice that at least they're also keeping you then, but like... I don't want to get eaten. But... yeah, it's not the same type of truck, but... in that sense, I do agree. I don't think it's really that sort of a truck, but... everyone has some thing that they need to have as a purpose. Then, if they're not going to be, well, trucks kind of make you forget and stuff like that, and, well, then love and everything, but sure, I guess you have a point.
I know it will take time. Don't sweat it.
So, right,
I know it will take time. Don't sweat it.
Yeah, you said that already. Right, I had other questions. The sinewy vicar lingers from the wooden pins, blending into the shadows. You've been here a long time, haven't you? Do you know why the church was abandoned?
police raid a while back.
His response, his voice suddenly flat.
Did you witness it?
Not really, or at least I don't remember much of it anymore. The mother's love has done its job. That's what's so great about the mother. It lets you forget about everything.
But yeah, that's not something that I would consider a good thing. Just forgetting about everything. But yeah, I understand, like, sometimes it definitely would help me too if I would be a religious person and I would be believing into greater things and all that. Like, then you can believe that someone has gone to a better place and that life has meaning and all that stuff. But I still don't believe in it, and I don't really want to believe in it. Like, for being more comfortable and like trying to think of the right words. But there can be benefits into it, yes, but I don't believe, and I wouldn't really want to believe at the end of the day. Or, well, if I would be, say, my religious leanings, it would be the. Now suddenly don't remember the goddamn word. Not just atheist, after all, but don't really remember the word. Seriously, don't. Probably the first time ever that I don't. But it's the I don't know if there is a God or not. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter to us here, and I wouldn't want to be worshipping God for just at least the purpose of, like, he wants us to worship. Like, if he wants, I think it's more important that you're a good person and so on and so forth, and that will be something enough for you to go to heaven, rather than, oh, you have to worship God for example, to be able to be allowed to go into heaven. That's just not the type of God I would like to worship anyway. So it's kind of just, he may not exist, but in the end, it doesn't really matter to this day. It's not like we can prove it one way or the other after all, but I don't still believe in it, so atheism. But yeah, some ravers, by the way, would like to be turning this place into a nightclub.
The ones in the tent outside? Right? I see them. Guessing they're the ones who call me a crab. Probably scared of me.
Yeah, they were scared of you. Wait, do they have a reason to be scared?
Nah, man. They look pretty funny. And I don't harm no one anymore.
That's
Anyway.
good. Though he used to, a long time ago. So, what do you think about the nightclub, that is?
Why not? They wouldn't bother me none. I'm usually way up there, imbibing. Ain't no music on earth that can reach where I go.
Well, that's good to know. So, you don't still require, even if you worship the, so to speak, Mother of Silence, you don't require the full place is actually completely silent.
Might even be nice to have some company.
Oh, that's cool. I'll let them know. He said that in spite of himself, he's more attached to the human than he'd like to think. Aw. Okay then, thanks. You're nice. Let me go check the other areas here. A cracked pane of glass, colorful. Frost has strewn flowers on the glass, obscuring the view. A figure drawn in frost on the window depicting a deer. And there's something here. Ew, paint result. I don't mind if I do. Okay, I will start to run because it's going to be very slow going if I just walk all the time. A spider has spun its web around this wood-carved pillar. Indeed they have. Ooh, shoes. I don't mind if I do. Empathy shoes, apparently. Okay, and here's the computer then on the other one by the human or the lady. A portable Harman 4C tape recorder. Interesting. Is it possible it's recording something right now? Maybe? Well, it does look to be working. 2 decks of reel-to-reel tape spinning on empty. What about this? The mainframe. A machine stands in the corner. Interesting noises. Watched over by the figures on the stained glass window, it's turned on and quivering with soft electricity.
Another radio computer. And this time it's already turned on.
Says the lieutenant, stepping closer. He seems cautious around the machine. These machines sometimes harbor traps, he thinks, alarm systems and the like. Let's be careful.
We should probably let it be. It's becoming clear that there's no trace of the suspect anywhere inside the church.
True. Yes, but this machine looks just like the one in the doomed commercial area, which is true.
It's also quite similar to the one we have down at the station. Must be the same model.
He inspects the machine's framework, careful not to touch anything. Wait, let me just investigate it a little bit, okay? Step behind the computer. You see wires and play and print buttons on the keyboard. A hatch connected to the central compartment is wide open. It is really bright over there. The lieutenant says nothing. You see the machine glowing frame reflected back from his diamond-shaped glasses. You're free to proceed. Look inside the compartment. Behind the hatch sits a cube-like crisscross of filaments, smoldering in the dark like fireflies. Silver tape on the side says the black marker lock Feb Mar. Another filament memory. Press play to talk with the repeater. Alright, let's press play even. The speaker comes to life, static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. An old lady greets you, her voice sounds 100 years old.
Good afternoon, Fortress Accident on Saint-Brune. This is the East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat, is this the personal log?
It's the same old woman you spoke with through the radio computer in the doomed commercial area. Interesting. Yvonne, it's me again. How are you?
Good, thank you. Please repeat, is this the personal log?
It's not clear whether she recognizes your voice. I looked inside the car, but the tape on the filament just says lock Feb Mar.
Good, please repeat the password.
Let's look around. There's no use trying to guess the answer. Maybe he knows something.
The lieutenant nods towards the echo. A password. I'm really bad at passwords. Can you give me a hint?
No.
Okay, well, I don't know it yet.
Received. I will register this login attempt.
That sounds bad. A login attempt. Something criminal would do.
Fortress Accident, is there anything else I can do for you today?
Nothing yet, thanks, but I'm finished with this call.
Goodbye, Fortress Accident.
She says as her voice disappears into the world of static. Let's just go for now. Let's ask him if he happens to have any idea. He's a nice fellow.
Oh, hey, Wei. There's coffee in the back. Oh, wait. I meant the mother's love.
Have you by any chance heard the Fiashita said the password to her radio computer?
Too many times, Esse. You need it for something.
No need to overdo it. He won't mind sharing it with you. Just tell me what's the password. Step closer.
Don't sweat it, vato. The password is afterlife death.
Alright, interesting. That is true, but what comes after death? Now that's a good question, Inland Empire.
Why you think of that? Makes me almost pity La Nilita Pequeña when I hear it.
Yeah, I would agree. Thank you.
I think we're done here, Esse.
Oh, now he goes. The figure crawls off into the darkness above.
That was an interesting conversation.
It definitely was. I agree with you, Kim.
However, I'm still not sure whether we'll find our suspect here.
I don't think we will. At least we found something interesting, but not our suspect. No. There's also that area, which is really intriguing. Okay.
Good afternoon, Fortress.
Let's try this again.
Good. Please repeat the password.
Afterlife death.
Good. I have unlocked the filament. After ending the call, please press print to access the filament.
Thank you.
Fortress accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
So, Fortress accident, like the one in the doomed commercial area, right?
I have 2 machines registered to this company name in Martinez. One on Saint-Brun, the other on Rue de Saint-Ghislaine.
Okay.
Saint-Brun, that's the church. And Rue de Saint-Ghilaine? That's the doomed commercial area.
So yeah, these 2 places, the lieutenant just to surround him.
Anything else I can help you with?
Thank you. Bye.
Goodbye, Fortress accident.
Let's press print. The printer prints out a long text document with dated paragraphs. It looks a bit like someone's journal. Read the printout. The first entry, made on the 4th February 51 by an unknown author, is short and concise. Arrived at the church. The door was boarded up, so I used a crowbar to get inside. Looks like the place has been deserted. Nothing out of the ordinary, but I'll ask around. Need to figure out how to get the electricity in. The lieutenant leans closer, scouring the printout over your shoulder. Just as you finish reading, he looks up, muttering under his breath.
4th of February. That's over a month ago. Whoever set up those machines has been here for quite a while.
Yeah, clearly so then. Do you think this look might be connected to the case?
Our case? No, I don't think so. It must be some local eccentric.
His eyes wander to the various machines around him. Read the second entry. 6th of February 51. Had a little chat with the local fisherman. Said I shouldn't go near that place, that the church was spooky and ridden with narcotics. That's a little spooky, alright. Still haven't figured out the electricity. See, even one of the spookers themselves says it's unnerving. I guess so. What was that about narcotics? It could prove to be interesting. No. Wait, narcotics? Look around the derelict building.
I doubt that we can find any. It's just idle fishermen's gossip to scare away the kids.
He looks at the stained glass window.
Nothing spooky about this place either. It's just abandoned and cold, and in an awful part of town.
Kinda agree. Read the third entry. 7th February 51. Finally got the electricity in. Next on the agenda, a new antenna. I'm thinking Esker series, something advanced. Why would she need an antenna? To receive calls and stuff?
Why would anyone need any of this equipment here?
He steps on a wire running on the ground, inspecting it with his boot. Read the fourth entry. 8th of February 51. Brought the antenna, had some problems setting it up, called Simo for help, or Simo. Heard the others are back to making art, drinking somewhere out of town. Sulislav started a rock band again. Lexi has been seen asking money from strangers. But at least the artists have their act together. They're qualified labor, they can get work anywhere. Graphic design, ads. The programmers are doing fine too. I mean, they're programmers. The writers, though, they're fucked. I just have to find out what caused that data loss and be done with it. Still don't understand how it managed to wipe out the backup when the backup wasn't even connected to the front. I know. Everyone thinks it's impossible. They say I must be lying. I'm here to set it right. A data loss?
Seems like something to do with radio computers. Unfortunately, I don't know enough about them to understand what the author is saying. Something about the backup data getting destroyed, and how everyone thought it was the author's fault. Let's just keep reading.
He adjusts his glasses. So artists, programmers, Lexi. Who are all these people?
I think these people worked in the radio computer games business. The one we saw in the Doom commercial area. They must be our former co-workers.
Yep, that's what I was thinking. All those plans about the game and everything. And I guess that place got kind of corrupted, and then the backup files in there. or the files there got deleted, destroyed, something or another. And then on the other hand here, it also apparently had the backups had gone too, even though they shouldn't have, they weren't connected. So it means, I think, that someone sabotaged them and actually removed them all. Read the 5th entry. 12th February 51. Brought some food from the grocery store. Apparently there's a strike going on in the harbor. Definitely not happy to see the Martinez people again. Everything now set up in the church, going to start working tomorrow 8 a.m.
The strike. We are nearing the date of the murder.
Indeed, he strokes his shin.
Keep reading. I'm interested now. I want to know what's that radio anomaly that sent this person here in the first place.
I am interested too, Kim. Read the 6th entry. 25th February 51. I've been sending data up to Lintel for a while now, trying to recreate the data loss, but nothing. Didn't even feel like logging in the disappointment. But I did discover a curious audio spatial anomaly at the back of the church. I've named it the Swallow. It swallows sound. We did find that. Need to get some mics.
Is she talking about?
The lieutenant looks to his right towards the silence. Yep, I'd say that's the case. Read the 7th entry. 28th of February 51. Yes, the first recordings confirm that the swallow is real, and I'm not just losing my mind. It's a pillar of silence with a diameter of approximately 3 meters. Seems like the higher I go, the less I record. This might be a coincidence, or it could be connected to the data loss that led me here.
The pillar of silence. She is talking about the silence. Is she suggesting it's more than just an architectural quirk?
I guess so. But what could it be? Look at the water passings behind you. The lieutenant doesn't answer. He follows your gaze, studying the passings. The water shines in them. No ripples. Alright, the 8th entry. March 51. Some kind of a young disco men have appeared next to the church. I've been trying to record the silence to find the epicenter, but how it turns out, I've also been capturing the future of dance music. One neo-disco song over and over again. Fortunately, the song is so monotonous, I was able to devise an algorithm to factor it out. The other day, one of the disco men came in, and before I could even say hello, she got scared and left. Good. I don't want anyone distracting me from my work. She didn't get scared of you, though. She got scared of the crab man. Yeah, she must be describing Sele.
The girl on the ice? Sounds like her, yes.
What about the 9th entry? March 51. I got a call from the repeater station. Someone has tried to adjust the radio computer in our old office in Martinez. Yep, us. We were there just recently. Can't do anything about it. The storekeeper still doesn't want to let me inside the building. Thinks I'm part of some kind of curse. How Martinez of her. Indeed, yep, that's me. I was the one who broke into that radio computer, and the storekeeper must be Pleasance.
I knew it wasn't a good idea to meddle with that machine.
Well, I'm sorry. It's not like they really own it either and stuff. Read the 10th entry. March 51. A new 2 a.m. AUX cable, noodles, crackers, Ping Ping energy drinks, water, toothpaste, gum, also some canned air. That was loud. Your reading is interrupted by the sound of the church door opening, so I guess she's coming along. Suna the Programmer. A strange woman makes straight for the radio computer and doesn't even pay any attention to us.
Breaking into my radio computer, I see.
She glares at you as she holds down the off button for several seconds. The machine reboots. I'm sorry.
I do apologize for the intrusion, madame. We are with the RCM, you see.
We are looking for a suspect in a murder investigation. We thought they might be hiding here.
No one's hiding here.
She barely looks up from the keyboard. You hear the machine whir back to life.
It's just me and my computer, and it has been this way for weeks. Now please give me some room. I need 2 seconds to see that you haven't destroyed anything.
Yeah, be my guest.
We should talk to her after she has rebooted the machine.
Yes. What about this then? Someone siphoning electrical current from outside into this antenna. How do we know when she's done though? Should I just go outside from that? Maybe. Maybe I should at least check this in the meantime. To be continued with Kira Rusha next time in Disco Elysium. See you all then.